Hi guys, it's BB. Welcome back to my channel, my beautiful monarch butterflies. I hope that all of you are having a lovely day. I'm also giving myself a warm welcome back to my channel because it's been a while. So anyways, here we have created this sweet little golden book of Snow White, and basically my son Paul inspired this one. He's my youngest baby. We kept the original little golden spine that you can see here. We did a 2 signature 3 pamphlet stitch. I made this cute little red tassel and I embellished it with some gold rickrack, I think is what it's called, and then lined it on the inside with a little bit of red fabric. I also kept the origin of the story all together in order. This is the first original size little golden book that I've worked on. I have done a miniature one before, but it was something to ease me back into junk journaling. As y'all know that I have been on a break, and I thought what better way to start back into crafting with something fun like Snow White. And so if I haven't already mentioned it, my youngest son Paul inspired this one because he loves Snow White. He just loves her story. And inside of this cute little envelope I stuffed a couple of goodies, and you're gonna see a lot of music notes and sheets, things like that in this journal, just because the music I feel speaks highly in this movie or cartoon, however you want to say it. And I love the soundtrack because you know that Snow White's voice is so iconic and very, like, I think it's different than any other princesses that I've ever heard. Also, before I get any further into this journaling flip through, you can find it up on my Poshmark. The listing will be down below, and or if you just want to give me a like, that would be greatly appreciated too, or if you want to snag this for yourself, totally up to you. You can see that I incorporated like a lot of reds into this journal, and maybe the yellows too. I just think they're so pretty and it fits really nicely with this journal. Also, please let me know if y'all are into the voiceover, because that's what I'm doing here, and I typically don't do this, but I filmed this outdoors and there was a generator that was extremely loud, and I thought it was going to set a wonderful ambiance, but that wasn't the case. And I feel it's going to go kind of fast because I'm not going through each and every single little detail, but I'm sure you guys are taking it all in. This little tag is a little flip up, and I quite like little flip up tags just like this because they make it interactive and that much more, I don't know, I just think it adds a cute little touch to a journal. Alright, so here I put this sweet little doily that I got thrifting, and I just thought it would be cute to include just in case if whoever ends up with this journal can use it however they want to. And then I also included a lot of fun little extras sprinkled throughout the journal as well. I was gifted these in some Happy Mail, the little Project Life cards. So if, say for instance, you go to Disneyland or Disney World, you can document your adventure of when you went. And within this journal, I incorporated a lot of like scalloped edges from a punch that I've been playing with a lot frequently, and I just think it adds a nice touch. And also sprinkled in a little bit of like woodland creature and a little bit of like foresty vibes with the little mushrooms and stuff. I think it adds a wonderful touch. Now, this flower that you see that is pressed here, I picked it out myself, and it's one of our flowers that are native here to New Mexico, and I thought it was really cute because of the bright yellow that goes with Snow White's beautiful dress. Here you see some embossed paper that I got from the Dollar Tree, so I thought it went really good here. This is one of the printables from Paper Terrace. They are free, so be sure and check her out so you can snatch some for yourself. And I thought the yellows paired really nicely with the Evil Queen there. And here you can see her talking to her magic mirror, and then these flowers are so pretty from one of the books that I got thrifting as well. Large journaling card, and this bird reminds me of whenever she's speaking and singing to the doves over the wishing well, which I thought went perfectly with this massive journaling card. You can see the greens pair up nicely with that little tab and that butterfly. These are one of the last pages that I have of that book. I will definitely miss it because I love that book. A little bit of Project Life cards here as well that are included. And also towards the bottom, you can possibly even date the little pocket. And a special thanks to Sierra over at the Calligraph Corner for that daisy little green fabric tab that she sent me in some Happy Mail. Here the queen's flabbers are gasted because Snow White is prettier than her, and she's like, as if, and she has the huntsman chase after her. Got this fun whale tail tab that my friend Dale sent me from Not Too Shabby Chic. More whale tail tabs here just because I think you can add special little dangles to it, you know, charms that go with the theme. The yellows and the greens go really nicely with that scalloped edge that I embellished the envelope with. More little goodies for your adventures when you go traveling. This was gifted to me by Kara over at Paper Confessions. I still want to call it Kara Mia's Corner, but she's recently, well, it hasn't been so recent. She's changed her channel name for a little bit now. Some more pressed flowers that I picked myself, some more fun ephemera, and of course I included some beautiful lace. I love this lace from our Hobby Lobby. And then that paper that you see, the scrapbooking paper, is from Walmart. It is so beautiful. Again, flowers, because we see Snow White in the book and in the cartoon where she's picking flowers. I embellished this little pocket here. You can glue it to wherever your little heart desires. And then here, if you want to, you could glue that little Adventure Project Life card down and then make it into a tuck spot. Here's a little pocket, and I distressed it a little bit with some modeling paste, and I really experimented with this time because I wanted to try something different, you know. And this is a pocket. You can see me pointing at it there, and I love what it says. She was brave and lovely and happy, and I put in like little phrases like that made me think of her, and those little sentiments went really pretty. I can't even remember the scrapbooking pad that I got it from, but it went wonderful. Alright, here is another Paper Terrace freebie that she had up on her Patreon, so be sure and check it out. And I figured, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect journal for it to go with. Here we have, I don't want to call it stationery, but you know exactly what it is just by looking at it, because I can't think of the word right now. But here we're foreshadowing into the apple. We're trying to let Snow White know, like, be on the lookout. Anyways, just kidding. So here we have an envelope. I ended up using the fun envelope maker that my friend Dale sent me. So thank you, Dale. I love it so much now that I know how to use it. And here I am pointing at some vintage music sheets from the 1950s. And I think it is so gorgeous. The patina is so yummy. Again, more embossed paper that I included, a little scrap, you know, and then again, some more of those printables from Paper Terrace. So thank you, Jessica. And then here are some freebies as well from iturtleyloveit. Be sure to check her out. Thank you so much. I think I will link that down below for you guys as well. Again, some more of those scalloped edges because I'm obsessed with it currently. And so I'm just gonna tuck those goodies back in. And then at the very end of the envelope, little flap there, I put a green little leaf there. It is so cute. I love it. I forgot to put that little paper, but moving right along. I'm taking a little bit. I'm sorry. Oh, here's another big journaling card where she's... Oh, I forgot to mention. I ended up finding a book at the library, and I was able to take some of those images and make ephemera out of it. So I kept all of the book, the natural, normal, original book pages in this journal, which I like. So here you can see they're kind of like browns and oranges on that picture as the dwarfs are heading home, looking all cute and precious. By the way, Dopey is Paul's favorite dwarf. And then here we can see some little woodland creature there. I thought it was perfect for this journal. And I think the polka dots add a cute touch. Moving right along, I had this little tag that was up into that paper clip there, but it kind of fell out once I pulled out the ephemera. I did some cute stamping on there. Ooh, this is one of my favorite parts of this journal. You can see kind of in the back there, if I can get this recipe card up and out of the way. It's vintage, by the way, that little chicken recipe card. You can see that blue music paper. And I found that thrifting and I picked it up for 50 cents, you guys. How often do y'all see music paper that's blue? Right? I had to get it. It was so gorgeous. I'm gonna be so sad when I run out of it. This here is a cute little tuck spot. I'm gonna show you guys in just a little bit. Voila. And then I included a sweet little doily. Once I flip the page, there we go. You can see that sweet little doily. I think it's perfect. And then again, one of Sierra's handmade little ruffles and stuff. So cute. And then here I thought there was a lot of greens that I wanted to pair together. They're obviously like all different tones of green, but it's gorgeous. And some speckled stationery with some little birds, because of course blue birds is what really sticks out in the story for me, or in the movie or the cartoon. Another little flip up tag. It's perfect. It's cute. I love it. It reminds me of like vintage wallpaper. And then here I found this little book at the library, and it had bluebirds on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's got like little Bible verses and sentiments and stuff within the pages, and I thought it was perfect because it reminds me of like when Snow White is getting ready for bed and she says a little prayer, which I think is so cute. And then they're there dancing and rejoicing, and then this is like a poem. That book has like little poems in it. And so I decided to incorporate some of the pages into this journal. A cute little writing spot. And then that's like the center of the second signature. And this says blessings. That is such a sweet little poem. And I just think it kind of reminds you of like how Snow White was feeling at that point in time when she came across their little cottage. And here you can see her kissing Grumpy's forehead. And then I found this little piece that like kind of shows a pie, which reminds me of the gooseberry pie that she's making for Grumpy, so that she can win over his feelings and stuff, you know, so he likes her. And I decided to add some of those, I think they're like little cardboard pieces of ephemera that my sweet friend Kara sent me, so thank you, Kara. I love them. And I decided to share some with you guys. And then she also gave me these little faux, I think, stamps or little envelope things. Oop, I guess I don't show you guys that that's a flip out, that ledger paper, but it is. And I love this pink paper. I think it goes really good with the little faux stamps that we have there. I made a little handmade ephemera tag. You could do some journaling on the back. I love the pink hues here. Okay, here's another freebie from iturtleyloveit, and I decided to embellish it just a little bit, which is perfect again with the bluebirds. They're so cute. Love those pages. And then here again, we're trying to tell Snow White, be wary, it's a poison apple, but of course she doesn't listen and she does her own thing because she's very young and, you know, very, what's the word? She's very sweet, she's really kind, and she tries to help out the wicked witch. But I can't spoil the story for you guys. Like, if you haven't seen it or heard it, like my husband, he's never seen the movie, or cartoon, I should say. He's never read the book. Again, with that blue music paper. Oh, so pretty. I love it. And then here we've got a massive journaling card and a sweet little tag that I embellished a little bit. I love the little hole reinforcers that I add to it. You can do that by using scraps and a hole punch. And here you can see them, so sad. But at the end, I was gonna say what happens at the end, but I already told you. I can't spoil it for you guys, just in case you haven't watched it. So, nearing the end of this journaling flip through, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, you can find it up on my Poshmark, and or if you just want to give it a like, here is my maker's mark at the very end of the journal. And that's it, you guys. I also forgot to mention that the book corners, they look cute, right? Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.